Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for krylia sovetov versus dynamo. Let's get into this one. All right, so as you can see, I think this is similar to how Arsenal scored that last minute goal versus Man City. Very high line, no pressure at all on the person that has the ball. And then if you notice here, we have two people that are there and two people that are there. It might seem normal, but this is bad because you've seen where these guys are. Thank goodness for this different shadings on the line. You've seen this here. See that, right? These two were supposed to be here. If you're playing a high line, you're all supposed to be on the same line. Reason why you're on the same line is that it's easier to catch someone offside. Since these two are doing their own thing, they're giving the position more of a chance to be onside. And then if we play this forward, once again, no pressure. Yes, he is on side, but then this guy makes it much easier. Yeah, there's someone here, but it's clearly showing that he's going to go here. So it's clearly showing that he's going to take the ball here. I don't really know why they're on their two different wavelength, sorry. Let's play this forward again. Ball goes all the way that side. Sorry, like it's simple. High line, no pressure, so much space for someone to run into. And then here, in fact, let's play it back a bit. I think I missed out on something. I think somewhere here. So he's all the way back here, right? The person that scores the goal, he's all the way here. Watch how he runs past. So easily. Long ball, and then the runners just start running without really being tracked because he's running between two players. Throw us into the box and goal. It's so simple. Simple football. Route one. Kick the ball very hard and then hope your teammates run on it. But if you're going to have that high of a line, you need pressure. Without pressure, you're just inviting pressure. Once again, long ball. And then this defender just gets I don't know how to say outpowered, but he could do better, definitely. Once again, long ball, no pressure. He is under no pressure at all, and they are playing quite a high line. And then let's see what happens here with the attack and the defender. So the defender is looking at the ball, and at that moment, that's when the striker decides to make that turn. And then he does it way too easily. So he's looking at the ball, and at that moment, the defender picks his head up. That's where he decides to do a little steps across the defender, and moves past him. It is slightly difficult for a defender, but it shouldn't be that easy. I mean, he can always just use his body and then hope that the ball bounces into the arms of the keeper, stuff like that. But that's just way too easy. And it looks like he's the one that's playing everyone on side. Cross, right? Yeah, he's the deepest there. He's actually the deepest. Now, the because of the angle, I don't really know if he is actually the deepest by the time that boy is played. But if you look at it, he's in front of everyone else. I think it's because he's running with the man. But to run with the man and to not actually stop him, that's something else. That's a really good touch. Keeper does want to come out, but it is a good finish. Yeah, once again, some suspect defending. All right, so corner, right? Oof. Now here is where there's a lot of pinball. Too much pinball. He should. Oh wait. I don't know who's attacking. I don't know who's like. That's how pandemonium it is. I've even forgotten right now. All right, so he should actually be here. Really should, because he's behind them. So there's not really much he anything he can do just in case the ball bounces towards them. And then like there's so much pinball, I'll let it play out first. In fact, we'll let it play out from the start. But am I sure? I don't think I'm in the best of. So is he wearing? Yeah, he's wearing white. All right. So the people in blue are the ones that are defending. There's so much pinball. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I should have taken it out for a corner. But it was actually good because yeah, they did have two people around there just to help defend. But he practically takes the ball back into the danger zone. That's what he does. Because look at the amount of pinball going on here. Boom, boom. He tries to kick it out, but gets blocked. Now he just take it out for a corner because what you're doing, and you know that you're not even putting that much power, is that you're taking the ball back into the. Now let me just use this one. You're putting the ball back into the danger zone, and this team have committed a lot of players towards that set piece because if we were to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 men in the box. Yeah, he should have definitely taken this out for a corner. And then like there's so much pinball going on. There's so much pinball going on. It's such that they can barely push out. And then this is way too easy. This is why you're better off trying to mark the person rather than going into the box and defend. Because look at how many people are near and around the keeper. This also obstructs his view because if you look at this image closely, you notice that the keeper actually has to look. He has to turn his head slightly away in order for him to get a good view of the ball. And by that moment, it's already into the back of the net. I mean, look at it's a well-placed finish. And that's the thing. You can stand on the goal or near the keeper, but you end up distracting him, and the ball can always go in between your legs or just slightly next to your chest, and you don't really occupy that much space. That's why sometimes you're better off just going towards the attacker. All right, team on the attack. He plays it. That's a lovely dummy. That's an assist on its own right there. And this is obviously from a counter. Looks like it's from a counter by the way people are running. But they do have enough men forward, but since they're running towards their own goal, it kind of makes it difficult to defend because, even if you're trying to clear it or prevent it, like sometimes there's always that risk of weird deflections happening. Okay, but this is a really nice dummy. That's an assist on its own. Takes it into his stride. He has the space, runs into the space, and places it well. Takes a lovely touch. By the time everyone's approaching, he takes a shot. And then did you see that he lifts the ball just slightly so it goes over anyone that's slight tackling? Look at that. Just that slight lift. I'm gonna try and play. Pause play, pause play, pause play. See, so if you played it flat across the ground, that would have probably been blocked. But just that little lift gives it enough to get past anyone that wants to slight tackle it. Cross into the box. He can see someone running, decides not to do anything. He takes advantage of the space in between the two defenders. Unmarked, scores a really nice header. And lovely. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.